What's up, everyone? Welcome to Country with Noah. Today, I'm gonna talk about another Yellowstone spinoff that is rumored. The only confirmed one we have so far that we've gotten footage from that takes place after Yellowstone is Y Marshals. Um, but I want to talk about another one that's rumored and probably being made because Taylor Sheridan is a workhorse. You guys know this. He has like 7 shows coming out this year, and then leading into next year, he has a bunch as well. And all the Taylor Sheridan universe of shows, everything from Lioness to Yellowstone to The Road to Tulsa King season 3 to Lioness season 3 to Mayor of Kingstown season 4 to like any other Yellowstone spinoff that he has to Landman will be covered on this channel going forward. And yeah, I will be covering Taylor Sheridan stuff on this channel for the rest of my life my life, and I hope you guys are ready for that. So, and this includes rumor videos. So I am gonna give you all the information we supposedly have about this Yellowstone spinoff. So this Yellowstone spinoff will focus on my favorite character from Yellowstone, Rip and Beth, and it's apparently um, gonna gonna focus on Texas, just like the 4-6's spinoff of Yellowstone with Jimmy and I forget his girlfriend's name, but Jimmy and his girlfriend, right? So this is gonna be set in Texas as well. The only show in the Yellowstone universe that I think is still gonna take, well, there's two that I think are still gonna take place in Montana. If they do any prequels, obviously, if they do any more prequels, and then or free, if they do any more prequels, then there's a show, a Yellowstone spinoff called The Madison that stars Michelle Pfeiffer and Kurt Russell, and then there's Y Marshals, which is going to take place in Montana, but 4-6's and this Dutton Ranch show are going to take place in Texas. So what I think this is going to do is um, show like the rebuilding of the Dutton family name. And what I mean by that is, like, because you know, at the end of Yellowstone, Casey sells the ranch to Thomas Rainwater, right? And the native tribe, right? But he and that the Yellowstone Ranch in Montana is basically sold to the Yellowstone the native people of Montana, right? And the only place that the Dutton family owns is a little place for Casey, Monica, and Tate to live. So obviously Rip and Beth are gonna move to Texas, and they set that up. Basically, half of Yellowstone was setting this franchise up, like set, setting this show up, because it's like he like Taylor Sheridan's character Travis, which is one of my favorite characters in Yellowstone. Beth and Rip were in Texas for a lot of this season, the last season, season 5. And Beth bought a ranch at the end of season 5 that I think is going to be turned into the Dutton Ranch. And what I think this is going to do is it's going to, like, you're still going to have Rip do a bunch of the cool stuff that we have him do, like the cowboy stuff and the like muscle stuff that he did for John Dutton, but you're gonna have like Beth running the day to day of the ranch, and what I mean by that is the business side of it. Because if you've watched Yellowstone, you know that John Dutton, even though I love his character, he was very stubborn in his ways, right? He didn't want to modernize and like sell like beer and like fruits and like stuff that farmers sell to keep their ranches alive, right? I think Beth is gonna do a lot of that stuff. I think it's gonna focus on Beth, Rip, and Carter building their family bond even tighter than it already is, right? Because there is one person made for Rip and one person made for Beth, right? With Rip and Beth, you see Rip's softer side, and you see Beth's less crazy side, right? Um, right? Like, but if they don't have each other, they're both like each other's anchor points. So like, that's why I think this show is gonna get made. Um, because, well, yeah, like, and like, I think this is a rumor, but I think Taylor Sheridan wants to rename the Yellowstone universe to the Dutton universe, and I think this show will kind of throw it into uh, motion of recalling it that, because you have the KC show, which is called Why Marshals, not Yellowstone Marshals. It's called Why Marshals, and then you have which we should be getting in the springtime, right? Maybe. Hopefully, we get that in the springtime because they released a teaser a few weeks ago, and then this show, like, I would expect not this fall but next fall, like I would expect this show, and then um like there's still a thing about Matthew McConaughey playing a Yellowstone character in the future. So I'm hoping it's in one of these two shows. Like I would personally love to see Matthew McConaughey and Cole Hauser share a scene together. Like that would be amazing. But it could be for a prequel show that he's playing the Yellowstone character for. Right. Oh, speaking of Matthew McConaughey has a movie coming out on October 3rd that I'm probably gonna review on this channel um about like the wildfires in California, and how it's based off a real story, and how um he like there was one bus driver that drove a bunch of kids and a teacher out. I can't wait to see that movie. Matthew McConaughey's a great actor. But I would love to see Matthew McConaughey and Cole Hauser and Kelly Riley share a scene together, man. Like I would love that, right? Um, right, because obviously you're gonna need new characters, right? Like I think that's also why Taylor Sheridan's also working on the show Madison, where it's a bunch of new characters that we're gonna see. Like, but Madison is new characters that we haven't seen before, but it takes place after Yellowstone season 5, which where is like, I wonder how they're gonna make, like, Taylor Sheridan's a writing genius, and the people he has working under him are writing geniuses. So like I'm sure he'll figure out a way if he wants to bring in an actor like another patriarch and matriarch, right? But for this Rip and Beth show, I think it's gonna be them as the matriarch and patriarch of the new uh, Dutton Ranch, and we'll see what happens with it. Like, for me, I'm just excited for all the great TV we're still getting this fall. Like, Tulsa King starts on Sunday, and yes, I will be reviewing that show for y'all. Task is also on Sunday, so you guys are gonna get 2 videos on Sundays from now on until Tulsa King and Task finish. And then Mayor of Kingstown comes out in October. And then The Road also comes out in October. And if I can find a way to watch that, I will be reviewing that on this channel as well. I think you can watch it on Paramount Plus, but I'm not sure though. That's the country competition show with Keith Urban, Richard Wilson, and Blake Shelton. And it's also produced by Taylor Sheridan. And then we have Landman Season 2 coming out in the middle of November, which I am also very, very hyped for. And then we don't know what the future of Taylor Sheridan holds, but I am very, very, very excited for the future of this guy's career, right? Because you guys know, I think he's the greatest creator of shows on TV, like, in my opinion. Like, 50 Cent is a close second, I would say. like I'm talking about creating original IP. Like obviously you guys know I love superheroes and stuff like that. But in terms of original IP, I would say the two best producers on TV right now are Taylor Sheridan and 50 Cent. Because 50 Cent has all the, which I'm reviewing on my other channel, all the Power Universe shows and stuff like that as well. So yeah, like I'm just very excited for this dude's future. And yeah, like for me, wherever the Yellowstone universe goes from here, I will follow. I will follow along, and I will review it. Wherever Taylor Sheridan goes from here, if it's movies, if it's video games, if it's television, I will review it for y'all on this channel as well. And yeah, thank y'all so much for watching. If you are excited for the future of the Yellowstone universe, please leave your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for all your support. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe, like, and share this video. I would really appreciate it, and it would really help me out.